Hey, what's up, y'all? I was popping this deep. I was reacting to this video about Jamari. This is Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather just finessed the world. I did watch the fight and I did enjoy it. I'm obviously not reacting to any highlights or clips of it because it's a pay-per-view event and I will absolutely get striked. I got striked before trying to react to a WWE pay-per-view event years ago. Never again. So yeah, can't react to any clips of it or anything. But yeah, it was decent. I thought it was cool or whatever. But yeah, people feel like they finesse some shit that I guess it was faked, it was rigged, set up, all that. So let's see what Jamari has to say about it. Let's watch.
Well, the only two winners tonight were Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul, and the big losers were everyone who decided to actually pay for this event. Luckily this time I was smart enough to wait till the main event to tune in, so it wasn't just more waiting around to be let down by another subpar main event. In one word, that fight was boring. No one got knocked down, much less knocked out the entire time.
I don't watch boxing, but I heard that Mayweather doesn't even do knockouts like that anyway, so I wasn't even expecting a knockout, but...
I will say that this event looked a lot better than Jake Paul's recent fight, and fighting on Showtime should really be what these guys are doing from here on out. The announcers were decent, even though they were riding Floyd high the entire time, throwing quite a few boomer shots at Logan Paul. And when it comes down to the actual fight, I have to say that Logan took a major W for even going all 8 rounds with the legend. Was he holding him for half the fight like some sort of middle school dance? Sure. But it was the smart thing to do given the fact that he was the much bigger, heavier fighter. Each guy got their fair share of decent licks in throughout the 8-round bout. And strictly going by the stats and what I saw with my own 2 eyes, I do have to say that Floyd would have pretty obviously taken this one in a landslide had it come down to the judge's decision. One thing that was kind of annoying was I kept having to see Jake Paul's face. He kept saying, "Oh, Logan's winning this fight." He even tweeted, "Got your career," after the fight, when in reality, we all know Logan didn't win, okay? I mean, lasting that long, like I said, was a W, but overall definitely didn't take the win. I will say, though, he did take some pretty good shots to the jaw, but he kept staying up. I mean, I don't even remember seeing him look stunned, despite the fact that he was literally keeping his hands down for like the last 4 rounds. They were down there by his hips, just leaving his face wide open. I was just really waiting for that one punch to really rock him, and Floyd threw a couple of those power punches, but to no avail. But in the end, I do think it was best that this fight wouldn't count for either of them. Like many predicted, this was just another payday for Floyd. To be honest, it looked like he was more or less sparring out there, and definitely didn't give this fight 100% of his energy. But why should he? The man is used to fighting killers, and he was fighting the YouTube guy. Just a little side note, I also watched Chad Ochocinco's fight right now, and he actually did really good, all things considered. Overall, this event was boring, but I would say it was successful. I'll be interested to see how many suckers paid for this on pay-per-view.
I don't know what he's talking about. I had a good time watching the fight. I was entertained, okay? I mean, I was intoxicated the whole time, so maybe that has something to do with it. I'm usually entertained no matter what I'm doing when I'm intoxicated, so maybe that played a role. But anyway, I had a good time watching it. I thought it was a cool little fight. Logan really held his own, so I was pleasantly surprised by that. I don't know why I expected him to be kind of trash. I've never seen him fight, and I know he has some type of boxing experience, not sure how much, but I expected him to be trash going against Mayweather. I thought Mayweather was about to wash him, but he did not. Logan went through all the rounds, and he did a pretty decent job. But I don't feel like Floyd was phased at all, like fighting. He looked so unbothered the whole time. I remember at one point, Logan Paul like was really throwing like hella punches at him. They looked very amateur though. This was towards the beginning, and I remember seeing Floyd's face afterwards, and he was just like he was not phased whatsoever. So that was pretty funny. But yeah, overall he did a pretty good job fighting Floyd Mayweather. But definitely Floyd won. I mean, I don't think that is even a question, so I don't know why Jake is being annoying, talking shit, talking about my brother won. Like, no, he didn't. Like, are you high? What are you talking about? There were a lot of people who thought that the fight was rigged, and I think that's very possible. Maybe it was. I think boxing is really easy to rig versus other sports, so maybe it was. Who knows? But, you know, we got entertainment out of it. They both made a lot of money. Logan, you know, got even more clout. He fought fucking Floyd Mayweather. And I just think that's so dope. Even though I think Logan and his brother are extremely cringy, I also have respect for them as well because it's like they're YouTubers. It's always YouTube gang gang, you know? And it's so cool seeing people come from, you know, doing vlogs and YouTube and shit to doing these big things. Like they're fighting these huge names in sports. Like I just think that's really cool. They're going a long way. So shout out to Logan. But yeah, Floyd absolutely won 1000%. Like what are we even talking about? Shut up, Jake. He get on my nerves. But yeah, cool fight overall though. Y'all let me know what y'all thought of the fight if you saw it. Let me know what other videos you want me to watch, and I'll see you on the next one.